Bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba 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 bum ba ba bum bum ba bum bum ba 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 bum ba. What's good? It's your boy Shay coming back at you with another Big Brother 26 hashtag BB26 episode recap. As always, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, select all so that way you don't miss out on anything Big Brother. But first, your boy is safe for yet another week. Episode number 11. Gotta be honest. Episode number 11. What could I say about episode number 11?
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
You know, going into episode 11, there was a lot of hype going into episode 11, and I have to be honest, the hype was very much warranted. You know, we have America's veto looming, and then we have all of these powers looming, and then we don't know who America's gonna put on the block, and then we don't know who's gonna win BBAI Arena, and then the House is gonna do a shocking eviction and all of these things after we just had an explosive veto meeting. Was the veto meeting really explosive when we don't know who's on the block?
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
So effectively, the game was put on hold for 4 days due to the fact that veto ceremony was on Monday. They found out that America puts up the nominee. The soonest they could get America's attention was Wednesday on the Wednesday episode, which gave America less than 24 hours to even vote to put up a nominee, including the West Coast having less time than the East Coast. So that leads me to believe only one thing, PIFE. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. You know, there was about half of this show was filler. About the first 30 minutes of this episode was filler. I just told you, we need to know who America's putting on the block. We need to see how the House feels about that. Then we got a BBAI Arena. Then we got speeches, and then we got the vote for eviction. Now, we could have also had HOH in last night's episode, but we had to watch a half an hour of filler. Yes, I understand that Tucker and Cedric bumped heads a little bit, but who cares? Y'all still carrying on about something that happened Monday. Think about that. Wednesday's whole show was about Monday, and Thursday, half of Thursday's show was about Monday. So what about Tuesday and Wednesday? Like nothing really happened, just it was boring. Right, because y'all put the game on pause because we had to wait to see who could win America's veto, or not win America's veto, but who was going to be nominated by America.
I mean, this is some shameful shit.
So step one in the process. Who did America put on the block?
And the third nominee is Quinn.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Everybody pretty much on social media has been clamoring for Quinn. I definitely didn't want Quinn to stay this week, which is another story for another day. But I understand why production went ahead and allowed Quinn to go on the block. I don't believe for 1 second there was a vote taken or anything at all. I just think that CBS kind of just kept their ear to the street and was like, oh, we'll put Quinn up. But what does it matter when the whole house already said that it doesn't matter who America puts up? We all agree to not vote this person out. I'll be back to that point very shortly. So now we know that Quinn is on the block. So that leaves Quinn, Tucker, and Officer Goldberg on the block to fight in the BBAI Arena. What was the competition? They all stand in a pod by themselves, and it's one of them old school pods where, remember they used to do these at, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of Shoe Carnival. Shout out to all my people in the Midwest. Shoe Carnival used to have this booth like that where they had dollars and coupons and stuff in there, and they would turn the machine on and you know, whatever coupons and stuff you grab or money, whatever, you get to keep or whatever. So it's kind of like that. You need to put 20 red, it was a bunch of different color balls. You need to grab the red balls, pause, and put them into the tube. 20 red balls fills the tube.
Pause.
And after it fills the tube, then you hit the button to reboot it or whatever for Ainsley. And how did that go down?
Excellent. First, cue the balls.
Pause.
All right, this competition starts now.
So now you see exactly what I was talking about.
Let's go! Congratulations, Tucker.
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
Tucker, you have won this competition and you are now officially off the block.
That's right. Tucker beat the utter brakes off of Kenny, beat the other utter brakes off of Quinn, leading to Tucker winning another competition. Now, my whole problem with Tucker in this whole scenario is everybody's rooting on his bad gameplay. This is where we at in Big Brother now. Y'all are so far removed from good Big Brother gameplay that y'all have no choice but to just celebrate chaos. Because I understand that it's boring to just watch people sit around, but just cheering on chaos is wild to me. But whatever. So Tucker, obviously, since he wins AI Arena, he comes off the block and, you know, he's celebrating doing his Demon Time dance. And so after he wins, so that leaves Quinn and Kenny on the block. So let's stop right here. Everybody in the house knows that Quinn has the deep fake HOH. He has an HOH in his wallet, in his back pocket, in that rat nest. He has a whole HOH.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
Kenny barely even wants to play. If you're in the house, Premier Gang, I'm gonna talk to y'all. I ain't gonna talk to them. Premier Gang, if you in the house and you had Officer Goldberg on the block next to somebody with a HOH in their back pocket, who are you voting out? Now, before you answer, let's see what they did. Big Brother 26 house guests. There's 11 votes on the table. It only takes 6 to get Quinn out. Let's see what happened.
I'm voting to evict Quinn.
I vote to evict Kenny.
Sadly, I vote to evict Kenny.
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 I vote to evict Kenny. Shout out all my dogs at the crib.
This the kidnappers again, man.
Man, stop saying that shit over the phone. Damn.
I can't say shit, can I?
And I vote to evict Kenny.
As a lifelong Celtics hater.
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you didn't.
I happily vote to evict Kenny.
Yeah, y'all gotta get that nigga, cuz.
Nigga some more,
Y'all
man.
gotta get that full speed ahead.
I sadly vote to evict Kenny.
So that's right. The Pentagon on back-to-back HOHs, they get out Kenny and Lisa. And I have to believe that CBS had nothing to do with this. It's just a coincidence that Lisa gets voted out 11-1 in a situation where it was obvious that Angela was supposed to go. Are we gonna act like that wasn't the obvious? It was obvious Angela was supposed to go. She stays 11-1. It's obvious Quinn's supposed to go. He has a name the other season of Big Brother where the house found out that somebody had a whole power. That person went on the block and only one person voted that person out with 11 votes. Bailey had that weak ass power app and y'all kicked her out immediately. Even though I understand because, you know, she was the only one.
Terrible! You made my life into something hell! I didn't do anything to you, Bailey.
But Tyler's whole thing was, but you got a power app. Can't keep you because you got a power app. And that makes sense. Why would kicking out Kenny be more important than kicking out Quinn in this scenario? Only thing that makes sense for me is CBS goes, well, we don't want Kenny here. Get Kenny out and we'll keep, because this makes no sense. Why would they vote Quinn back in the house with this power? Why would they do that?
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
So let's recap this week of just terrible gameplay. Cedric wins the HOH. He probably shouldn't have won, but okay, I'm with it because you got to put up 4 people, 3 to 4 people every week. It's hard to dodge 3 to 4 seats. All right, I got you. He wins HOH. Kenny volunteers to go on the block. Mistake number 1 by Kenny. Mistake number 1 by Cedric. Kenny, whatever, bro. We'll get to you, Kenny. So now Cedric has an ally outside of his group that was going to vote for him no matter what, in Kenny. Cedric puts his own vote up like a dummy. Here comes Tucker. Hey, I want to go on the block too. Hey, and if you put me on the block, you can put me on the block. You can tell everybody I ain't going to be mad at all.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
I'm not going to be mad that you put me on the block. Cool. So Cedric puts him on the block with Angela. So now while Angela's sitting on the block, you have both people on each side of her saying that if they win veto, they're going to use the veto on her.
Bitch, are you for real?
So this goes back to when I was telling y'all that Angela was a plant. She sat on the block and had 2 people saying, I'm using the veto on her.
You can't make this shit up.
So then Tucker wins the veto. Cedric tells him, hey man, we ain't really got the votes for the Quinn thing, which, how do we not have the votes to vote somebody out with a power? Because it's this new big brother, everybody pussy, and they all think that he's gonna use the power to save them. So he tells Tucker to his face, bro, you better use that veto to save yourself. We don't have the votes. And Tucker says, I don't give a shit.
The veto, use it on yourself. I talked to a bunch of people last night. We don't have the votes.
I don't give a I'm still doing it.
But somehow Tucker's upset by this. And somehow everybody's still rooting for Tucker. And he's just he's a fun player to watch. There's nothing fun about Tucker. It's him just spazzing out around the house, just doing random stuff. That, me personally, not entertaining to me. So now he's mad so now he used the veto on Angela. He's mad because Cedric, told him you should use it on yourself because that plan ain't gonna work. He don't use it on himself. He uses it on Angela, professing his love to Angela for the world to see. Then when Cedric puts up Mackenzie, Tucker's openly mad, showing the whole house he's mad. So Cedric flushes out of power. She uses America's veto, and then America does Cedric a solid, putting up the other power. Cedric flushes out 2 powers on his HOH, but no. Tucker playing all these games. The house is playing games. The house voted Kenny out to keep a power that could ruin their game. Instantly. I've never seen this level of bad gameplay ever. Kenny, aka Officer Goldberg, get your ass out of here. I'm not even doing all of that for you, bro. You ruined the game, you crybaby, you sore loser. I don't want to hear nothing about his interviews. I don't care what he got to say with Julie. Bro, I bet not see you on Instagram. You better go talk to Taryn and Rob, do that little spiel, and I don't want to see you no more, Kenny. I don't want to see you on Instagram. I don't want to see you on Cameo. I don't want to see you on Twitter. I don't want to see you on Reddit talking about you doing an AMA. You want to see your family. You want to be with your wife and all this stuff. So go do that. Get out of here. We're done here, Kenny.
You're blackballed.
America's veto, AI Arena, 3 noms. Who is America gonna put on the block? Oh, I can't wait till the episode, because if Tucker don't do this and this don't happen, this is gonna happen, and da 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 da. After all of that, We sat and watched 4 days of completely boring feeds that we can't flash back to if there was anything good to happen anyway. We sat here through all of that, and all we got was Kenny getting voted out 10-1 against Quinn, who has a deep fake HOH, meaning he can overthrow an HOH, and y'all kept that.
What kind of shit is that?
This is why the ratings have been down tremendously over the last 5 years of this show. This is why this is probably the last run of this show. Last year was the worst rated season ever. It was. The season before that was the second worst rated season ever. And the third was the third worst. The one before that was even the third worst. So you have to ask yourself, when will y'all listen and make things better? Let's see. Everybody says they want less twists. So what do you think about that, CBS?
Then on Tuesday, join us for a special episode of Big Brother as winners Jag, Taylor, and Cody.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Break down the first 3 crazy weeks of this season.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid! Use your common sense.
Plus, find out what new twists Ainsley has in store for the house guests.
All right.
That's right. We have the lowest rated winner in Jag coming with the second lowest rated winner in Taylor and one of the top 5 lowest rated winners in Cody. And who are y'all hoping watches this episode of Jag, Taylor, and Cody? This is nobody's all-time Big Brother list. This is, I don't even know who this is catering to and why anybody should care. Obviously, this is some, some Big Brother extra special or whatever. And then there's a twist coming on Tuesday. There's a twist coming on Tuesday.
So now you see exactly what I was talking about.
Hashtag Shay was right. I told you. I said they got all these powers and everything else. And then what did I say? And when all else fails, Ainsley will just come out and make some stuff up.
You can't make this shit up.
After all of that bad week of Big Brother, who is the new HOH? That's right. Your favorite plant's favorite plant. Angela is your week 4 HOH.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Now, I could have swore y'all was telling me that Lisa's the bigger threat. She's the social threat. She has friends and she can win comps. And nobody was using the veto to save her last week. Everybody was using the veto to save Angela, the person that should have went home. Nobody sends Angela home. Everybody's trying to save Angela. Angela's in charge again. How does Angela go from that week? First of all, she should, bro. Her winning HOH, I felt like saved her the first time. She was running her mouth before she even won the first HOH. Wins the first HOH, blows the whole house up, and y'all swear she got to go, and now she in power again. So I gotta be honest. I am so happy that Angela's HOH, because that means since Kenny's gone and she's HOH, there will be no Angela Kenny on the block. It's going to be a whole new combination of people on the block, and somebody's going to go home that's going to be looking stupid, be like, man, I should have got Angela out. I should have did this. Bruh, it don't even matter. Even Quinn, you got that power? Cool. You can't get Angela out with it. She's safe in the last week of it. Yeah, and I'm supposed to believe that's a coincidence that Angela keeps somehow being safe. I told everybody, day 20, Angela is going to win Big Brother 26. Get in the comments right now. Premiere Gang was happening. Replay Gang was good. What do you give episode 11, Big Brother 26, on a scale of 1 to 5? You can't go higher than 5. You can't go lower than 1. If you do, it's going to be a penalty. I would not want to find out what that penalty was. What do you give tonight's episode? Me, I took the penalty last night. I said this was a 0, but in the spirit of good fun, I will say it's a 1. It was a very terrible episode. Very terrible week. This was just like the zombie week last year, where they hype this up so that way the game is off for a week and they hype it up and then it comes back and it just dud. We've been waiting 4 days for last night's episode and then still had 30 minutes of filler. And the filler wasn't anything outside of what people already really kind of knew. And America's Veto, dud. AI Arena, dud. Eviction itself, dud. After all of that, Kenny gone 10-1. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Big Brother 26, it is becoming utter trash. It's making no logical sense. None. Quinn should have been gone last night. 11-0. But then again, I'm probably lying. Tucker, you used the veto. But then again, I'm also probably lying about that. God is great. Do better, CBS. You won't. Peace. They voted to keep a power as powerful as the coup d'etat in the House.
What do you want from me? Don't
That is fucked up! Like, seriously?
consider it a consolation prize. Fuck.
Consolation prize? You get to go to jury. That's a fucking consolation prize.
Oh my god, I'm so glad that I'm out of the running for $500,000 now. Thank you for that.
It's not my fault. You paid it yourself, dude.
You told, yeah.
You
It's
said it,
totally
dude.
your fucking game that
That's
got
your
you where
own
you are.
fucking fault. We're trying to be nice to you, and all you can do is be a fucking asshole about it.
All I want to do is eat this honey nut Chex.
Literally, you couldn't save me one fucking bowl of my own fucking cereal. That is what you have.